What's up, everyone? Trey Thousand GT with a brand new video. Today we're going to take a look at the Ewing 33 High Retro. Before I get into it, I want to thank Ewing Athletics for bringing this shoe back. I can't explain just how excited and how good I feel to have this shoe in my possession. It's so long overdue, and there's a lot of good stuff coming from Ewing Athletics. Now, some of you know this, some of you don't. I've been on the forums for many years. Nike Talk, Soul Collector, Crooked Tongues, pushing for the return of this shoe, trying to create awareness, and I had a video going for several years as well. So it's still up, by the way. If you go search Ewing 33 High or whatever, it should come up. So to have this shoe is like bittersweet. And I just remember when Sneaker Files had posted some photo of what the sample was going to look like years ago. You know, we were all pretty much disappointed by what we saw. We didn't know what was going to happen, and then you heard nothing. But the right people took over, and this is why today we have a great retro. So, and recently I got to visit Ewing Athletics headquarters. Let me tell you, they got a lot of good stuff coming for us. A lot. I saw some of the samples and some really good stuff. I can't say what it is, but it's some good stuff. So just get ready. It's gonna feel like it's the early 90s all over again, and you know, just get ready. But anyway, now before I get into the review of this video, I kind of wanted to set the tone. So, and I wanted, you know, some of you guys, you weren't around during this era when this shoe came out. You know, some of you probably weren't even born in the era where the Ewing line was even around, because Ewing Athletics went out of business around 1996, and you know, it wasn't because nobody wanted the shoe. It was just there was some internal problems with Next Sports. They were doing some shady stuff. So, but anyhow, for those of you that were not around during this time period, you know, you'll get the feel of what it was like, what was going on at that time. I also threw in some clips that I found of, you know, people wearing stuff from the Ewing line back in the day. Some stuff that I know some of you, most of you haven't seen before. And, you know, for the guys that were around during that era, it'll, you know, give you warm fuzzies. So, next part of this video I want you to check out. It's going to just set the tone for the rest of the video. I want to do something a little special, a little extra to set the stage for the review. So check it out.
You be careful crossing the street.
All right, everyone. So let's get into the review. Hope you guys enjoyed that part of the video. So, and I hope you got that mindset, like what it's like in the, like we're in the early 90s right now. We're in 1990, 91. So anyway, now I saw some of the other review videos and people complaining about, you know, glue stains and paint that's off or paint on the midsole. And, you know, from what I understand, Ewing Athletics said they addressed all the problems. You know, the blue suede ones are not going to have those issues, and neither are the black leather ones. So, but for the most part, in my opinion, a lot of the complaints that I heard were, I mean, overly nitpicking. I mean, like people complaining about a glue speck on the tongue, and you know, a little tiny paint on the shoe because it rubbed off or whatever. I mean, if it was a big gash, I can understand that. You know, I definitely can understand that. And me of all people, trust me, I can understand that, especially when we've been waiting so long for this shoe. But come on, man, glue on the tongue. That's what you're really complaining about? That's ridiculous. If you have problems with glue, you just pull it off and it's gone. You know, some people were just overly critical of this shoe. And I gotta say, at least for myself, I didn't have these problems. But the problems that did arise, from what I understand, when I spoke to the owners, they told me that it's gonna be all sorted out. And the black and white and the blue suede will not have the same issues. So if you had a problem, it's good news. So anyhow, I found that the fit of this shoe was ran on the snug side, but I found that the same way as the originals. The originals felt snug too. It's like you have this big bulky shoe, but you don't realize that it's just the padding in the ankle area. But as you get to the toe box, it's more narrow. It's just a gorgeous shoe. I'm extremely happy to have these in my possession. And they paid attention to the detail, the box, you know, the tag, the little ball keychain. I mean, these things, you know, they all matter. You know, it's the little things. Obviously, you know, we want a shoe that's going to be comfortable and all that, but these are comfortable. These are nice. Let's see if I can show you the inside. And the red suede. Now the suede on these is really super thick, like very, very nice. A lot of brands are not going to give you suede like this. It's just a beautiful shoe. I'll show you the other ones just to show you what's going on. Leather feels real nice too. As far as pricing goes, it really depends on size. You know, the retail is $100, as you majority of you know that. But just in case you don't, the retail is $100, and the original MSRP on this back in 1990-91 was $79.99. And for anybody disputing that, I have a photo of the original Foot Locker sticker on my website, which I'll post in the link in the box below if you want to check that out. Because I've actually had some people try to dispute that with me, what the original price was. And, you know, thank you to Foot Locker. They, well, thank you at least to that old Foot Locker tag on the original box. That puts that to rest. So the original price, MSRP on the shoe was $79.99. So that means in 22 years, the price only went up $20. That's phenomenal. See, so, and then let's take a look at this box. I know a lot of people love looking at the box. Wrapping paper. And that's that. So the next part of this video, I'm going to show you guys what they look like on your feet with shorts and with jeans. And stay tuned for it. All right, everyone. So that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Got to see what they look like on your feet with shorts with jeans. If you haven't already, go check out osdlive.com. That's osdlive.com. Also check out defynewyork.com. That's DEFY New York, NEWYORK.com. And make sure and join us on Facebook at the link in the box below. Also on Twitter. So anyway, overall, sick release. I'm very happy to have them, and just looking forward now to the blue suede and the black white leather. And like I said, there's some more good stuff to come from Ewing brand. So I mean, I really wish I could tell you guys, but I can't. So But just stay tuned. Some good stuff coming up in 2013. As always, any questions, concerns, comments, feel free to drop me a line. And as always, stay tuned for more videos.